Hey guys, so this is week 20 of my pregnancy update, and I was just going to do a controversial tag of parenting, and I looked up a few questions or whatever they're called, and one was breastfeeding versus non-breastfeeding. And first and foremost, I just want to say that these are my opinions strictly. I don't think that if you choose the other choice than I choose, that you're doing anything wrong or that you're not a good parent or you're not a good mother. These are just my opinions, and whatever you feel is best for your child is best for your child. So don't take anything I say personal. This is just my personal opinion, and it's just how I feel and how I'm going to raise my child and the things that I'm going to do. So I don't want anyone thinking that I'm talking bad about any other choices that people have for their parenting. So first, breastfeeding versus non-breastfeeding. Personally, I want to breastfeed. I think it's better for the baby. You have all the essential needs in your breast milk that the baby needs. So I think that it's 100% for me that I want to breastfeed. I know there are parents out there who wanted to breastfeed but can't because, well, not parents, but moms out there that wanted to breastfeed but can't due to either lactation problems or the baby not hooking or whatever. Hopefully breastfeeding works out for me because it's something I really want to do. Again, if you choose formula over breastfeeding, there's nothing wrong with that. That's your child, that's your opinion, that's your thoughts. Do what you want to do. Homeschool versus public school. I am going to want my child to be in public school, personally, for reasons that a lot of people think homeschooling is going to keep them away from the bad things like drugs and gangs and violence, and it's not, because there's really nothing you can do to keep them from that except for talk to them about it and inform them about it, because I think a little street smart helps. I don't want my child to be homeschooled for her whole schooling career and then go out in the world and not know like certain things that they are taught in school, like drama. There's going to be arguments. My kid's going to want to make friends, and it's going to be hard if they're homeschooled. I just think that there is a lot to learn in public school other than what the teachers have to teach. I think there's some things that kids need to learn about the streets, not the streets as in ghetto, gang violence, and like that kind of streets. I'm talking about like just certain things that you can't learn from being homeschooled. So for me, public school is a big yes. Like I said, you can't protect your kid from everything. Eventually they are going to have to go out into the world, and better have them be ready for it instead of not know what's coming. And the last one is adoption versus non-adoption. I don't really get that one. I don't know if that means like, I obviously know it means giving up your child versus non-giving up your child. But I think if adoption is in your mind, if you want to give your child up for adoption, I'm totally for that. I think that it is your choice. If you feel you cannot provide for your child, nor do you want the child in the beginning, I think it's best if you do give it to a family who is in need, and who is very unfortunate and cannot have kids. I don't think you should keep the child if you don't feel like you are going to love it to the utmost care, I guess you could say. I don't really get what people ask about that. Adoption's never been one of my thoughts. I never thought, oh, do I want to give it up for adoption? That was never one of my options. Basically, I knew from the get-go that I was going to keep the child for myself, but there are families out there that are less fortunate and can't have kids and would love one, and why not give your child to someone who's going to give it all the attention and care that it needs. I'm so glad that adoption is even a possibility. I think it's wonderful that a child is given a second chance. I mean, if it's adoption over abortion, I'm totally for that. No need to take a kid's life when there's people out there who, like I said, can't have kids. And my mom is one of them, actually. I wasn't fully adopted, but they did take me in, and I was given a second chance at life. And if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. I mean, yes, I'm 18 and pregnant, but I wouldn't have graduated. I wouldn't have my own house. I wouldn't be on my feet knowing where I have to go and what I have to do to get there. I don't think that they failed because I got pregnant. That was my choice. They had nothing to do with it. They didn't neglect me in any way that I felt like I had to go out and get pregnant or anything. It was my choice fully. I take responsibility for all of it. And I think that there are parents out there who deserve to have a child that can't have children on their own. And I think they make wonderful families. My mom has adopted 2 kids already. A little girl named Skylie. She's almost 2 years old, and she is wonderful and healthy, and just she has a great life. And they also adopted a boy who is autistic, and he is almost 10 years old, and he is in the best care that he could possibly be in. And he is so wonderful and so amazing and so gifted and talented. And they did not know that he was autistic when they first adopted him, but they accepted him no matter what it came to, because they feel as if that is their own child. And I think that's beautiful and amazing. And yes, I am very up for adoption if that is what you want to do. It's not for me, but like I said, every parent knows what's best for their child, and these are just my opinions. So those were all of the questions, or all of the debate things that I looked up and thought were the best. Also, I started showing, I guess you could say, so I'll show you my belly. Okay, I started showing a long time ago, but this is 20 weeks. Well, 20 weeks and a day, but yep. So yeah, that's my belly. No stretch marks. Have my little brown line coming in and my scar from my piercing. But yeah. So if you guys have any questions or any ideas on videos I could do, feel free to comment. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'm not really active on Facebook. Well, I get on all the time, but I don't really add people on there. But I guess if you want to add me, you can. Sorry. Also subscribe, like it, don't like it, share it. Whatever you do, just thanks for watching.